Good afternoon. My name is Sarita Armstead, and I chose to do my presentation on poverty. That is something that I have always wondered more in depth about, especially what we are going through right now with the economic crisis. So many people are struggling financially. And so I went to the Stew Pot. The Stew Pot is through the First Presbyterian Church of Dallas. It's been around since 1975, almost 51 years. Yes, and as we went to the stew pot, many people confuse homelessness with poverty. Poverty is when you lack those resources that you need, and that is what the stew pot provides. For many people that may be homeless or many people that may be living in poverty, they provide those essential resources, getting you on your feet, providing housing, and so many of the attitudes of the clients that come through there is they're very grateful. They're grateful for the stew pot because the stew pot gives them the resources they need, the support. Many of them have been in living in the poverty for many years, so many have got on drugs. Many of them have experienced so much trauma, being on the street or losing so many things, and so they are very cautious. But many of them, I learned, had a strong sense of God in them. They always refer back to God, and a lot of their values are placed in those people that are in the community with them who are experiencing poverty as well. Poverty has been going on for many, many, many years. If we even date back to the fifth century to the 15th century, the Middle Ages, the ancient world, if you look even back then, they said 9 out of 10 people existed below the level of poverty. Many people were dying from diseases, from lack of medical. There were epidemic emerged from poverty, and this was when many people were dying of hunger, thousands of people in the urban areas. And then we moved to the 20th century, and that's when the Great Depression happened. That was more poverty. And how things can be changed is we just have to give and educate and give more resources to those in need. Three elements that stuck out to me while looking at poverty at the stew pot. I learned that many times it's circumstances that take place. So many times we think people are in poverty because they just want to be, but a lot of times just the resources they have are not enough. Also, many times, especially in a lot of urban areas, we are not educated on how to get financially stable, security on jobs, and so that can also lead to poverty. And also, poverty many times are because the areas can't get the essential resources and needs they need, like clean water, housing, different health care. This can also lead to poverty. There's many theories out there as a counselor that you can really refer to for poverty, but the family systems theory was the first one that came to mind because this is when it's looking at the impact of the entire family versus the individual, so we can see where poverty comes from, how it has started, and why it continues. Then we look at CBT, that's the cognitive behavior theory, and it is helping people who are on the street or who are in poverty areas become more positive thinking and not expressing so much hopelessness. Some essential applications that we can use in counseling is we always must understand both the client's emotional and environmental state. If they are in poverty, that is something that we do have to address. And we cannot be biased, we cannot be judgmental. It is not our place to judge, it is our place to understand. It is our place to build relationship. We must always build rapport with our client or anyone that we are speaking with in counseling. We have to make sure those needs are met, those essential needs of medical, different things that they need, food, and not just focus on the standard counseling goals. We also have to be solution focused. We have to look at handling stress for our client, developing coping skills, and setting realistic goals. When going in the heart of South Dallas to the stew pot, my reaction to poverty and just really digging deep into the causes of poverty, it really touched my heart. It made me have a clearer understanding that many times situation is deeper than the eye meets, and that's an old saying. And you can't really see things until you really experience them. And I think that's the lack of us. So many of us have been privileged and have never been in those situations, but poverty plagues so many people every day. Thank you again for watching. My name is Sarita Armstead, and I hope you truly learned something about poverty today that we can take away, we can make a change, and make a difference. Thank you.